Doing well. It's me again. I wanted to hop on because I need to work on my live presence, honestly. So let's hop into the collective, some collective messages for today. Today is Monday, Moon Day, so you could be dealing with any water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This could be a very nostalgic time for you guys. I'm hearing back down memory lane. I heard that in my last message on Facebook as well. So some of you guys could be thinking about people, friends, family members that may have gained their wings. I know this has been a tumultuous year in terms that it's been like a lot of loss and just unexpected deaths and things like that that's been going on around me personally. I don't know about you guys, but this has been a whirlwind of a 2026 already for me. Definitely, family. If nothing, please stay prayed up, speak nothing but good and positivity and protection over yourselves and your family, because this is already starting off to be a very life-changing year already. I don't know about y'all, but it definitely feels that way for me. Okay, let's dive right into the messages. What do we have collectively, ancestors? I ask that you protect me, my space, my beautiful aura. Okay, we had in the last reading two co-workers, gossip, drama. You guys, please stay away from that. Stand clear of that. Now some they could be gossiping about you, but please sweep that under the rug. Those are small things to giants. Okay, but you yourself, please watch the gossip and the drama. Be sure that you're positioning yourself not to be involved or associated with those things. Okay, we have Scorpio energy. A Scorpio could be involved, but some of you guys could be going really deep, thinking really deep about certain things with that Scorpio energy. This is very transformative energy as well. I was saying it because I'm telling you, 2026 has been very transformative. Now with the moon, Monday, and the water signs, water signs are very intuitive signs. So whether that's your signs you're dealing with around you, or you have a heavily in your chart, or you just an intuitive person because we do have a third eye. So please pay attention to your intuition at this time. Pay attention to those downloads. Okay, spirit is definitely talking to you. Yeah, some of you guys could be seen in the public eye. You could be dealing with somebody in the public eye. You could have a social media presence as well. Okay. You have new offers coming in, new contracts. Your platform could be going up. You could be getting new subscribers, new supporters, new followers, things like that. This could be promotions. If you've been putting your resume out there, new job offers, things like that. Ninth house just came up. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. But this is about expansion. Some of you guys could be thinking about expansion, maybe with a hustle, maybe starting a side business. Maybe thinking about getting out of the rat race and maybe working for yourself at this time. That could be prevalent at this time too. Yeah, a lot of changes though. Some of you guys are really thinking about changes like in a positive way. Trying to get started with some positive changes in your life, trying to make them, especially as it pertains to your stability, like your money, your health. Just trying to do things to improve that aspect about your life. I'm hearing like long things that's going to bring longevity to your life in a positive way. Please, but just ignore them. Stand clear of anybody that wants to talk negative, that wants to detour you from the things that you want to do, the things that you feel guided to do. You just don't pay them any mind. Because it always is like that. As soon as you start to better yourself and do better for yourself, here it go. The haters. Just ignore them. Don't let nobody come in the place of your change. This is a 1 year. 2026 is a 1 year, family. I want everybody to take that in. And this is not about being selfish, but this is about improving yourself. This is about putting yourself first. Doing things that's going to bring stability and longevity in your life, to bring organization and peace. If anybody saw my first video this morning, just me also just forgiving myself, because I always thought of myself as like an overachiever. But you have to find that work and life balance. Anything can happen to you. Your health is important. Nothing is possible without you being a healthy you to do it. And what's worth doing and getting done if you're not going to be around long enough to enjoy it. So this year, family, this is the time to sprinkle seeds in your own garden that is going to heed positive results in the future. You know, getting on that exercise and nutrition, you know, getting on finding ways to sit down and meditate and to ground yourself, not bringing home to work, you know, trying to figure out how to compartmentalize your life so that you can have peace in it, that you can have a healthy balance in it, putting those boundaries up. I don't even if it's work, you know, letting people understand, listen, when you off, don't call you with all that foolishness when you off work and you trying to take care of other things, okay? Some of you guys are going to find out the phoniness and faking people, how they really feel about you with masks falling off. You're going to see the trueness about them. You're going to see how they really feel about you and what they do, especially when they come to work with that gossip and stuff. You know, a lot of people like to laugh in your face and talk and act like they're friends with you until you start to progress. Progress at work, and you're going to find out who really mess with you. Yeah, everybody cool with you as long as you on the same level and as long as you ain't doing better than them. And that's all across the board too, because that can include family too. Because I'm gonna tell you, as an individual, that has been some of my most hurtful lessons. And nothing hurts more than when you have to be faced with your own family going against you. You have to deal with the fact that they really don't want to see you doing better. If that doing better makes it seem like they're not doing better. I don't know why people attach their success to yours. Like I don't know why people do that. You know, like they ain't, if you doing good, then that mean they ain't doing good. If you doing good, then that mean ain't no more out there for them to do good. When then the world is not like that. Adopt a abundance mindset. Know that God is abundant. He is never without grace. He's never without giving. It's enough for all us to go around. You know. Here you go projection. Don't. And that's another thing when you start doing better for yourself. People start to project on you. Oh, you think you better. Oh, you think you this and that. It's not even like that. It's just you wanting to be a better version of yourself. And some people just can't handle the new version of you. You know, you do better for yourself and see how people act with you. They act like you committed a crime. They act like you committed a crime. They act like you doing something, a crime against nature because you want to do better for yourself. But they try to act like you're phony and you're fake and you this and this and that. Like you ain't supposed to change. You supposed to change in life. You supposed to evolve in life. You know? But some people don't like that. They don't like that. Yeah, money, money. They don't like that. Especially when you start focusing on yourself and being in your own lane and you know, things start you start your vibration raise and you start attracting the things that you really want in life, the true stability that you really want in life. Oh, mm-mm. They don't, no. You got to be doing bad and terrible. You know, you got to be phony because you deciding that you don't want to do certain things. You don't want to hang around certain people, that you want to protect your energy. Or you got to be phony because you deciding that you want to stay home. You know, that you don't want to spread your energy out. And that's another thing that's going on. I don't know if anybody else experiencing that, but I know I am. You know, just really wanting to protect my energy. Just not really wanting to be around a lot of people if I don't have to. Like once I done involve my energy, once I've done my part, like I just really want to go home. I really want to go home with my children and spend my time and energy around people that truly love and care about me. You know, it's a lot of things that I'm changing up this year, especially well, food prepping and things like that. Those are the things that I want to take time and put in. I want to pour into myself in the most healthiest way possible. I want to start routines in my life that are going to pay off for me big in the end. You know, I want to get ahead of my diet. I want to get ahead of my spirituality. I want to get ahead of protecting my energy and knowing how important this is. And it's not stubbing or nubbing nobody, but I want to pour into myself, you know, without feeling guilty about it. And I'm gonna tell you, that's the red flag right there. Anytime anybody make you feel guilty about doing good for yourself, cut them off. Cut them off. Cut them off. You don't owe nobody nothing. This is your life to live. You only have this one life to live, and it's yours. And you don't owe nobody no explanation for why you want to change, why you want to do what you got to do, and none of that. We have 90s music for that. You know, I was listening to my 90s playlist when I was cleaning up. I love cleaning up the music. Since I've been a child. And I love, like, you know, that good old nostalgic throwback music. Boy, I'm telling you, they just don't make it like that no more. Okay, we have, and you guys could be seeing angel number 33, angel number 333, but that is to assure you that your spiritual team is behind you and that you're moving in the right direction. You know, you're being guided and you're being supported, and whatever changes that you're making, you're being guided and supported. Don't get triggered. You don't allow people to trigger you. You know what's right. It feel right. You go ahead and you move ahead with it. You know, people just don't want to see you. You know, people don't want to see you get the things that you want, but you don't deserve it. That's what people want you to believe, but you deserve everything that God gonna give you. You deserve it. You know, what God got for you ain't no man can take away. I don't care how much they pray and hope and all that. And they need to be careful with that, because see, all that nasty energy go back and they wonder why they ain't getting nowhere and they don't have the things that they want because they're too busy playing on other people's downfall. Okay, we have Aries energy. So some of you guys could be dealing with Aries, but some of you guys are really getting that go getter energy within y'all. Y'all really are getting geared up to go after the things that y'all want to go after, and you should. I want Let's work on our self confidence, because we can do it. We do deserve it. Let this be the year that we stop downplaying ourselves, we stop downplaying our potential, and that we go after the things that we want to go after. If somebody done it before, we can do it. Okay? Don't let's stop talking ourselves out of our own success, okay? And let's learn that with them boundaries. No is a sentence to me, and I want it to be a sentence to y'all. No is no. That ain't, you don't have to be no with no explanation, no with no reasons why. When you say no, 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 I'm not going out. No, I don't have time for that. No, I can't help you with this at this time. That is not being mean. You know, if you can't do it, you can't do it. Don't overload yourself, because that's another thing I'm doing this year too. I'm not overloading my plate to please other people. I'm not doing that. If I can't do it, I can't. I'm gonna tell you straight up so you can find somebody else to help you now. Okay? I tell you, Mars rules Tuesday. A lot of that go energy. A lot of that fire sign energy. Some of you guys need to tap on into it, especially if you're trying to go after like build your own businesses and things like that. It's time to jump into that Mars energy. It's not enough to wish and want to be and have certain things. When you look at the persons or the people that's doing things that you want to do or living the lives that you want to live, you have to understand that that does not come easy. Committing to yourself is not easy. Trust me, I'm on that road. It's easy to lay past the time that you say you was get up and work out. It's easy to say, oh, you know, I ain't gonna cook, I ain't gonna prepare my lunch for this week. I just grab something, this and that. When you know that you've already put in yourself that you want to be healthier, that you want to stop putting that poison in your body, that fast food. My grandma always thought that fast food was poison. She always did. She said that food is supposed to be cooked at home with love. And that is what I'm doing. Even when I go to the grocery store, I'm really thinking about the meals that I make, really being intentional, really buying what I need. Because also, not only does it help you with your health and physical health, it helps you financially. I'm telling you, them Starbucks runs and them Chick-fil-A runs, I'm telling you, look at your bank statement. It adds up after a while. Okay? So when it comes to that Mars energy, you have to be prepared to be the person that you want to be. Okay, you have to be prepared to sacrifice your comfort zone to step into that new reality. And I'm telling you, I'm learning that now. Honey, shout out. I have so much respect for people that meal prep. I have so much respect for people that keep their physical body up. I have so much respect for people that stay masters in certain skills and niches, because I know that it takes time and energy and effort. Like that, this is nothing that they just do willy nilly. That this stuff here takes time, energy, and effort. Oh, yeah, I lost my mom too when I was about 16 in August. I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. My mom passed away of breast cancer. So I'm gonna tell you, child, don't get me emotional on this live, honey. I'm telling you, that's one love that, oof, you can't replicate it. A mother's love, oof, you ain't gonna never find that nowhere. So my heart go out. So I'm already tearing up. She sounded like she was I know your mama was a wonderful person. Um, yeah, we have I told you, but that eighth house energy, that Scorpio energy, that really going deep, that's letting go, you know, that transformational energy. I'll tell you, this day is probably one of those days for a lot of us. Just really thinking deep, real nostalgic, thinking about those who passed on. You know, I lost a mom, I lost two siblings, I lost my uncle who was just like a father. Um, and sometimes they get to you, it's just tough. It's really tough. It's really tough. Yeah, yeah. Sagittarius energy. Um, Now with the Sagittarius energy, guys, we want to be sure that we're not running away from things. That's one thing about year one, when we want to heal all the parts of us, is we're going to have to go deep, family, when it comes to our emotions and stuff. And with Sagittarius energies, let's don't run from it. Let's sit down, let's deal with it, even if we have to bring on a therapist, which I think is one of the healthiest things anybody can do, especially when they recognize that they need it. That is one of the healthiest things that anybody can do for themselves, is get, excuse me, y'all, let me pick up these two cards. That's the healthiest thing that anybody can do for themselves, is get help and support in that area, because it really isn't easy. Um, we have family, competition, friends. Yeah, could be a lot of people competing with you at this time, but you stay in your own lane. You don't partake in it. They can't compete with you if you won't play alone. You know. Yeah, I love that. I love to. Yeah, oh man, I love listening to music, especially when it's time to clean. You remember back when well, I'm pretty old. I'm in my 40s, so when I was in high school, it was like in the 90s, and child, I used to go to work. My mom was a nurse. When she would go to work and we get home and do our chores, oh my God, back we had the little stereo system that we set up. Me and my sisters would have it, and my brothers would have it turned up to the max. I mean, nothing beat that vibe. I mean, you clean up so quick because everybody having such a good time. Yes, I'm so glad that you got through that time. When my little brother, when my mom passed away, he went through a pretty rough time too. When it came to he relied on outside things to help get him through as well. But we were able to help him get therapy and things like that, and he was able to come back to himself. But, mind you, we were so young though. I was about 16, and my brother was 15 when my mom passed away, and that was just really a hard pill to swallow. I mean, shout out to anybody who's lost their parents at a young age, because that's a really hard pill to swallow. That reality shift is like no other. I swear to God, it's like you feel so displaced in the world. You really do. You guys could be seeing 666, 66, but it's a need to balance, to try to balance yourself, reflect on things, check in with your higher self as well. With 666, do know that spirit is here with us always. God is here with us always. You can always call on God. You can always take your burdens and your hurts to God. You can take the good stuff to God too. But when you feel like it's too much for you to carry, that's what God is here for. To carry that for us. So don't, you know, yeah, heavy on the mind. Yeah, this could be a very nostalgic day for a lot of us today. Yeah, but we have rose quartz coming out, so let's don't forget that good old self love. We get into that rut. Let's try to get out, walk, try to do some things that you like, dive into the hobbies. Call a good friend, see if they're free. Maybe you guys can go out and maybe have some tacos. Maybe go to the park. Maybe go do some light shopping. Maybe some light window shopping and just talk. You know, or understood the assignment, somebody who knows you, who understands you, someone that pours into you, it could be a family or friend, you know, or just get outside. I know one thing, nature always changes my mood. When I'm in a rut and I really feel, I get into my feels, I take a good shower, do my skin regimen, put on me something comfortable, and I'll get I have three daughters and a son, and I'll get the girls to come with me, and I live in Georgia, so we'll probably go to one of the mini parks that we have, just get out there, get around the trees, get around nature. I start doing my really good breath exercises, just like breathing in that good fresh air, taking out, doing that a couple of times, maybe count to 4 or 5 before releasing. It really does digress it. Sometimes I my daughter want to go to like crumble or something like that. Just to like lift our spirits up. We have a couple of spiritual shops here too, so when I'm in no ruts, I can go there. I'll probably buy like a crystal, maybe a new tarot deck, something like that. It's a lot of things you can do to get yourself out the rut. We gonna miss those that gain their wings, but they want us to live. They want us to live life to the fullest through them. That's the lesson when it comes to death, is that it's designed to help us appreciate life just that much more. You know and that's what I try to keep focus on, especially on days, especially like the day when I'm thinking about my sister, my brother, my mom, my uncle, my grandma. You know, I know that they in their past, and I know that they wanted me to have that much, use their passion and have that much more gratitude for life. Yeah, star seed energy. Some of you guys are really intuitive. You guys have gifts. You could be readers yourself. Or if not, you guys could just like the planets, astrology. But some of you guys are real star seeds. You guys are really intuitive. You guys are closer to spirit than you really think you are. Yeah, well, planets. Yeah, some of you guys could be really into astrology, um, planetary alignments and things like that. You could be doing that. Yeah, we have dark energy, and we have body language and taking a trip. Yeah, so don't, with dark energy, body language, and taking the trip. Don't let that. Don't keep no negative energy within. Release it. Like I said, get out, get into nature, go on your back porch, go on your patio, go out to the park in your neighborhood, or just stand out in front of your door, stand on your lawn. Take your chair out there, take in some good deep breaths, see what the neighbors are up to. I mean, my neighborhood, I have some pretty nice neighbors. They're really nice and friendly. Um, and so I really appreciate that you go outside. They have lots to talk about. I don't have pets, but my neighbors are they have pets. A lot of pet owners in my neighborhood, so that helps a lot as well. Excuse me, y'all. My card's falling. Okay, we have hydrate, guys. So please drink more water at this time, and also stay away from thirsty energies. Anyone that's trying to drain you, drain your cup, and not replenish it. Especially when it comes to love, we have love bomb coming up as well. So let's also rid ourselves of people like that only come in to take. They don't come in to replenish. They don't come in to come in with equal reciprocity. They just want to come in and get their cup full and leave us depleted. You know, then we have it is what it is, because it's just truth. We have breathe. A lot of you guys could benefit from those breathing exercises, going outside, getting that good oxygen in your lungs, releasing it. It brings you down, and it helps stabilize you. It helps me a lot. I do my best to do it every morning when I wake up, before I even drink my tea or either my coffee. I'll open up my front door, let some of the new day come into the house, and I'll stand on the porch, and I'll breathe in, count to 4 or 5, release it. I'll do at least about 5 or 6 times, and it really switches my mindset. It really switches me up energetically. Guys, this has been absolutely great. I'm so glad to meet a lot of you. I appreciate you guys joining me in the live. Um, I'm going to reset. I'm going to go ahead and get some lunch started, because my son, he has autism. So I'm going to go ahead on and get his lunch prepared and get me some fruit preps together. And I'll probably try to hop back on a little bit later. But whoever finds this message, I hope it helps. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, okay?